Hi guys, Kim Jong Lee here with another battle, and this is the grand finals of the Cup of Nations between Piper of the Crusaders of Hell and 117 of the Brothers in Arms clan. So great to meet you, and 117. So we've got an Armenia v Seleucid matchup again. You may recall that this is the same matchup as the quarterfinals. Piper gonna be here with the Seleucids, and he's rocking the same build as he did in the quarterfinals. So he loves this build against Armenia. He's probably done quite a bit of testing with it. It worked for him in the past. Why can't it work for him now? He's got 2 militia cav, 2 scythe chariots, 1 peasant, 5 of these 5 peltists, 6 archers, and 4 cataphracts, which are gold cataphracts. We have And here, who's rocking a similar build to Goodwin, but with a few differences. He's got 4 gold cataphracts, a lot of heavy spearmen, the same as Goodwin, but these guys are gold heavy spearmen, so that is worth noting. He's got 6 archers and 2, an Arab cav there. Okay, so he's got the Arab cav and 2 horse archers, which are gold attack, and the gold Arab cav. So he's got 1 less cataphract than Goodwin, but they are gold cataphracts, the ones he's got, and his heavy spearmen have gold upgrades, which is a big upside. But he's only got 5 of these heavy spearmen, so he's got less of them, but better upgrades. Seems like And likes the better upgrades on his dudes, which could be making the difference, right? We saw in the quarterfinals that maybe it was due to the quality of some of Goodwin's guys that they didn't have the impact you'd think they'd have. So a lot of these heavy spearmen that got into the fight, but they were only bronze, and they didn't seem to do a whole lot. They just routed and then died. And his cataphracts also didn't seem to be able to prevail, despite going 5 against 4 against these gold cataphracts. So maybe this will help out. And 117. But that being said, and 117 still got to work to get into the same position Goodwin was in. Goodwin got into the position he did thanks to Piper making a few mistakes with his scythe chariots, running them in front of these archers, and trying to, just basically running them in front of the archers, and they ran amok, kind of just like that. So that actually set Piper back quite a lot. And considering Piper's only got 13.7k to And's 15k, that's the Denarii penalty that that the Seleucids got for this matchup. That hurt Piper a lot. So I think, Goodwin was surprised that Piper won that game. I'm surprised that Piper won that quarterfinals game. That's probably like the most controversial game probably that Piper's played in this tournament. But Piper gonna try and harass a little bit with these militia cav. Again, these peltists gonna get brought to the front. These Arab cav might just get peltisted. A couple of them going down here, and these Arab cav already down to 18. Which is not good, not what you want to see. In Goodwin's game, he had like 23 of these guys left by the kind of later stages of the game, and that did really well for him. And feeling pressured now, he wants to go for a bit of a push. But Piper's ready here, ready to try and capitalize on some of these, on this push by sending in his own militia cav. But a lot of pelters dying, but Piper doesn't really care about these pelters, I don't think. One archer dying, so that's pretty good for And. And still trying to get at these cataphracts, and he's got the heavy spearman to back him up, so he's pretty happy about this engagement probably. Hopefully he gets a general. Doesn't look like he gets a general. Bit unfortunate for him there, but he does get some nice kills at least. But that's going to come at the cost of him losing all his archers, which can actually be very, very detrimental for him. I think Piper should try and pursue these guys maybe a little bit, but it could really hurt And in the long run. These archers probably going to come back for Piper as well, so that's not going to be a good sight for And to see. Some archers coming back for And, but he's in a position where he can't protect these archers anymore, so they're just sitting ducks really. His army's all the way over here, his archers are all the way here. Like, he gave up on those archers as soon as he went for that push, just targeting these, like, this cataphract unit. So he's just given up all his archers in one go, which I got a question, like, if that was correct. Goodwin kind of did the same thing as well, but Piper's micro was off that game. I think he could have, like, there were opportunities for him to try and kill some of the archers, but he didn't. And so Goodwin was left in, like, such an amazing position, and then, yeah, I'm just gonna keep going on about that game, but yeah, he was in an amazing position, and then I don't think it was really his fault. It was just a bit weird how that played out. Probably some other factors I'm not aware of at play in that game. But at this point, And is in a totally different position than Goodwin was in. He's not in a good position. The side chariots are still around, both units. All his light cav is dead, so the only light cav unit he has left is this like piddly unit of Arab cav, which is down to 7 guys. Not going to be too helpful. Maybe he can chase down this archer, but that's probably it. While Piper's still got these 2 units of half-full militia cav, which is going to be pretty nice for him. But he's already killed all the archers, so there's kind of not much left for him to kill with them. But he's got to be pretty, like, Piper's going to be pretty happy with his position. He's got so many archers left. He's got still 4 archers left here, which is probably enough. There's 1 archer left here as well that And should chase down, but he's not. Yeah, we've got militia cav still running around there. So Piper's in a good spot. Piper is in a good spot. As long as Piper doesn't get caught out, like, in a drastically bad position by these heavy spearmen, he's looking pretty. And as long as he doesn't, like, lose a ton of these archers in one swoop, he should be fine. So Anne's got to be thinking whether he should just box up here, or whether he should try and pursue some of these archers. It looks like he's going to try and pursue archers, but you've only got this 6-man Arab cav unit to work with, really, when you're talking about that game plan. I guess you can kill some peltists if that makes you feel better. It's going to help, but not very much. Also, could create some opportunities for Piper's side chariots to come in. There are these heavy spearmen are actually a pretty decent counter to the side chariots still. So depends where he gets pikes down, but this is a nice lovely. That's really nice to see from And. Hopefully he catches this one as well. Great catch there, but it looks like it's going to be engagement here with the cataphracts. And he's going to get his spearmen in there. This second side chariot also going to go down, but these are gold heavy spearmen, so this is actually looking like a pretty nice engagement for And. Unfortunately, his cataphracts are outing, so that does suck for And. Yeah, again, the Seleucid cataphracts gonna beat out the Armenian cataphracts. Yeah, and Anne's only got his general's unit cataphract left. Yeah, this Hobcav's probably dead. So Anne's just left with this these heavy spearmen. Okay. So Anne's just gonna box up now, and Piper's gonna shoot him, because there's no way that Anne actually catches any of these archers, right? So he's just running around kind of for nothing. Just box up, man. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So Anne's gonna box up now. I mean, you have to. You don't have a choice. And Piper's gonna go to town with these archers. He's got archers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's got 5 of his original 6 archers left. Granted, they are depleted. 2 there, 2 there, and 1 here. He's got these 2 militia cav left, so could do a bit of damage, but main focus is on these cataphracts. So these cataphracts have gotta do pretty well. These are gold heavy spearmen as well, but yeah, these arrows gonna pour in, no mercy. It's just gonna, flaming arrow is gonna come in now. So Piper's thinking about going for it, I think, with these flames. Oh, he's either resting him up or something. Might be resting him up. There's this one archer going at it. That's good. Arrow's gonna keep coming in. Whoa. Alright, okay, so Anne's like, yeah, I'm not gonna take this anymore. I gotta do something. I'm losing this if I just stay in the box. So he's breaking out of the box, but yeah, he's just gonna probably get his general caught and killed here. Kinda sucks for Anne, but that's kind of what you get for breaking out of the box. Yeah, Piper's not gonna, oh, he does get caught. No, nothing dies though, so that's not too good for Anne. He probably gets shot while he's running around as well, but I mean, he was getting shot in the back anyway, I guess, so it's not terribly sad. Piper could probably charge him while he's out of position. I think that might be what Piper's going to try and do now, because Anne's not in a box anymore, so it's going to be vulnerable from a couple more sides than normal. So Piper's trying to line up his guys, get him into a nice kind of form. He's got him surrounded, so he's definitely got the morale. He's going to inflict a lot of morale damage if these charges come in nice. He just wants them in the perfect position, because this is the finals, man. This is the finals. You don't want to let this win kind of slip away. These archers still going at it, still shooting. So Piper's probably just going to wait till his archer shoots a couple more shots, see what he can do. Piper's general actually pretty depleted, so he's got to watch out for him. The other cataphracts though, pretty healthy. Yeah, it looks like it's just this one archer unit with arrows left. Nope, this archer unit's got arrows left too. Are there any other ones? I think these ones are out. I think they've only got knives. But Anne's boxed up again, as it should be, so we'll triple speed it. But yeah, that's what happens when you leave archers up. Anne didn't have too much of a choice, but I feel like just at the start he deserted all his archers to try and kind of go for a super decisive win, a super clean, super decisive win. He just straight up charged like this gen unit and this like the next cataphract with all his dudes, trying to get like a fast, decisive, clear win. But Like, that's not going to happen now, and he's going to pay the price for just not having archers around, not skirmishing it out with Piper's archers. That could really limit the damage he's taking now. So, and getting a bit punished for just ditching all his archers and leaving it up to kind of a roll of the dice, so to speak. He didn't get too much out of that, like his straight up charge either. He just killed a lot of peltists, but Piper doesn't really care about the peltists. I mean, it would be nice to have a peltist now, but I don't think he really cares. Like, this is the only situation where a peltist is actually good, other than maybe when chariots come in, but like, Piper didn't expect to come up against chariots when he plays against Armenia. Interesting dynamic, because Piper brought peltist both times against Armenia, despite Armenia not having chariots, so he probably values them for something other than killing chariots, which is what you think they usually do. Probably for situations like this, where they're in a box, and then peltists can be like be sort of like your legionaries. But then, why didn't he just bring Armenian legionaries? So I suspect that Piper's brought the peltists just for kind of because they have skirmish mode, and maybe because they're a bit more of a throwaway unit, a bit cheaper. I don't know. You can have more javelins. Maybe that's why. I have no idea. Gonna throw these archers in though, get in there, and everything's gonna come crashing down on And here, so very clean win for Piper. Well played to And. I think he's not a very well known player, so well done to make it this far in the Cup of Nations. Good to see that there's a bit of fresh blood in the finals here. Always good to see. Clear win for Piper though. I think that was a pretty clear win. I think And kind of just threw everything out the window at that start. I mean, he was playing alright, playing pretty solid, and then he was just like, nah, screw it. I'm just gonna go for these. I'm gonna go for these cataphracts at the back. And Piper was like, nah, I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that one. And he just runs away and preserves his archers, and that results in the end game you have now, where all your archers are dead and you've got no choice but to box up. I think And kind of anticipated this end game, but you got to realize, like, if you want to set yourself up good for this end game, like, you have to kill all the archers, because they just ruin your day if you don't do it properly. But well played to both players. And this is it. This is the last episode. So congratulations to Piper for winning Cup of Nations. It's been great to watch all these games. I'll see you guys in the future.